formation.
In terms of Shakur Stevenson, I remember, I think it was you that flipped the coin.
Yes, it was Stevenson that came up.
Yeah,
but then when you look at the numbers that they putting out, it don't make sense.
I mean, like money-wise.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So you guys may recall Gervonta Tank Davis's trainer, Calvin Ford, he was reflecting on when he flipped the coin and said that they were going to be fighting Shakur Stevenson next. Well, now he's kind of retracted from that, and he's saying that fight no longer makes sense because of the money that Shakur Stevenson is putting up. But for some reason, Calvin Ford, he believes it does make sense to fight against Isaac Pitbull Cruz in a rematch, even though Isaac Pitbull Cruz, he doesn't put up nearly as much money as Shakur Stevenson does. He's not worth as much as a Shakur. The only difference from an Isaac Cruz and a Shakur Stevenson is, without a doubt, Shakur would be a far more dangerous fight than an Isaac Pitbull Cruz fight. So Calvin Ford, he continues to push very hard for this rematch with Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And let me tell you something. Now, if there wasn't a whole lot going on in the sport of boxing, that fight would kind of make a little sense. But because everyone in the sport of boxing, or at least so many fighters, are raising the bar this year, it just seems to me Gervonta versus Isaac Cruz is just a bad time. It seems like a bad time to make this fight. I mean, we've already seen Crawford versus Errol Spence, Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, Naoya Inoue versus Stephen Fulton. We're going to have Andre versus David Benavidez, Canelo versus Charlo. So the bar has really been raised this year. But at the same time, Gervonta, he just came out of jail. So in a way, this could be Gervonta Tank Davis's Peter McNeely. That was Mike Tyson's first opponent after serving a 3-year jail sentence. Now, clearly, Isaac Cruz is better than Peter McNeely, but he is definitely looked at as, once again, the safe opponent. That's at least the perception from Calvin Ford. And not only that, but Calvin Ford, they also want to get the knockout. Because the fact of the matter is, Isaac Cruz has basically been rewarded for surviving Gervonta, for not getting knocked out. And just because he didn't get knocked out, it's perceived as somewhat of a moral victory. Even Cruz himself sees it that way. If you guys recall, Cruz was completely celebrating after the fight, not because he thought he won, but because he did not get knocked out. Another reason why it's bad timing for this fight, because Isaac Cruz did nothing to earn a rematch. There were plenty of fights that Isaac Cruz could have took, and he turned down all of those fights. Cruz, he turned down the Michelle Rivera fight more than once. He turned down a Frank Martin fight. He turned down the Shakur Stevenson fight. While you have all of these fighters that's chasing all the smoke, you got this man, Isaac Cruz, who had an opportunity to fight the biggest names in the sport of boxing, and he turned down all of the smoke. And all he wants is a payday in a rematch against Gervonta Tank Davis. If Cruz would have beat one of the top lightweight guys that have been calling him out, that would have really promoted the rematch between Davis and Cruz. Instead, Isaac Cruz, he continued to cherry pick, looking for the easiest fights to secure a rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't believe he deserves it, and I don't believe he should be rewarded just because, once again, he survived Gervonta Tank Davis for 12 rounds. So we're going to see soon if Isaac Cruz is going to get the payday that he's been chasing ever since the first fight with Gervonta. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, the
Fever blisters, diabetic ulcers,
this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com.
like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.
NWA Connie Corsos proudly presents the Southern Classic Litter. The breeding between Scandafio's Rambo and NWA's Nyla is confirmed, and pups will be here within 30 days. Get ahead of the pack by getting your application in at NWAConnieCorsos.com. Our pups come with a 24-month health guarantee. Contact us on any platform at NWA Connie Corsos. We stand behind our dogs.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.